throes of the Great Depression put 15 million people out of work. And when jobs dried up in the cities, would-be laborers were on the move. Off these mainline tracks by the Lemon Place picnic grove was an encampment that drifters called the Jungle, or a hobo camp. The ground was their bedstead. They would gather at the camps and hop the freight cars, migrating the countryside for whatever odd jobs they could find. They had their own set of rules and used a symbolic code to give directions or warnings for those in the Brotherhood. You can still find them today, some 20,000 around the country. It's a hand-to-mouth way of life that's just as risky as the breadline days, especially on the trains. If you're caught, you're not going to be welcome. That's how are you in Pennsylvania Dutch. There are 21 working farms along this route, many of them owned by Amish families. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw more than one horse-drawn buggy on your way to visit our railroad today. There's about 32,000 Amish people in the eastern half of this region. Their German and Swiss ancestors immigrated to Pennsylvania as early as the 18th century, and they devoutly practice a separate life. Pennsylvania Dutch country is the fertile farmland of the plain people. They believe in faith and hard work and limited reliance on modern conveniences. The average Amish farm is about 80 acres in size. They raise dairy cattle and provide produce of corn, wheat, rye, soybean, barley, and the famous Lancaster County broadleaf tobacco. But don't think they stop at farming. There are more than 2,000 Amish-owned businesses in this area, many earning their income from carpentry, painting, plumbing, and masonry. But no matter the profession, home is the center of all Amish life and events. Even church services, which can have as many as 200 people, are held inside Amish homes. We do get a lot of questions about our peaceful, hard-working neighbors. Believe me, they are integral to the heritage and vitality of our community. And though they live a separate lifestyle, they are very much involved in the local economy and public functions. We're closing in on our return to Strasburg, so I would encourage you to take a good look outside, because that's a view one stop short of heaven. Today, you traveled through 2,500 acres of beautiful Lancaster County farmland. We're known as the Garden Spot because of our naturally rich soil and remain the most productive, non-irrigated farm county in the United States. There's also a fair share of livestock on these farms, as I'm sure you can now hear. Each year, our farmers produce chicken for 3.6 million people, eggs for 9 million people, and milk for 10.6 million people. Anyone want to take a guess as to how many cows are working the average dairy farm? If you guessed less than 40, you're a bit low. An average Lancaster dairy farm has 65 cows and uses up to 1 million gallons of water. These rich pastures are very important to all of us. Lancaster County maintains one of the best farmland preservation programs in the United States. There are about 80,000 acres of these hardy green belts protected, and we're proud to do our part by supporting the Lancaster Farmland Trust. We want the next generation to enjoy these sights and sounds, just as we hope you have today.
Now that's the sound of some very special guests we have here at Strasburg. That's right, Thomas the Tank Engine, along with good friends Percy and Sir Topham Hatt. They pay us a visit 3 times a year to greet little engineers and treat them to a special train ride. Be sure to check our events calendar for information on Thomas the Tank Engine and other unique events held in the Strasburg Railroad.
I think we're going to make it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll make it. It's a horse.
Still there.
Of course it's still there. This horse has got to live a life of a horse somehow.
Yeah.
of the cabooses over there is an Alaskan Railroad caboose.
Yeah.
That blue and yellow one.
I know. Saw Alaskan on it.
Yeah. It's an Alaska caboose. Scrap and more scrap. Slag. Well, that tank engine is number 37 from what it looks like. Could be a 97, but I'm pretty sure it's 37 is the number. Yeah, 37. It's probably too far gone at this point, but who knows what their plans for it are. It's missing a boiler door, I know that. But it's probably over there somewhere.
Now, folks, at this time, we're coming to a brief stop in our yard for a minute or two to let another train pass by on the other track. This is not the time to leave your seat or to leave the train. Once the other train passes by, we'll be making our way into the station. And a final reminder about safety, please make sure that the train has come to a complete stop in the station before leaving your seat and disembarking. Watch your step and be sure to leave on the station side only. If you plan to cross the tracks, our locomotive will be passing by on the parking lot side, so you know what to do. Stop, look, and listen. We thank you for riding the Strasburg Railroad today. If you plan to travel in the future, why not take the train? It's a lot safer and a heck of a lot more fun.
Well, granted.
Number 89 and her train will be passing by momentarily.